Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to knit a wall brick stitch hat. Okay, so the first thing we do is we cast on 120 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay guys, so now that we've cast on 120 stitches, we will continue to knit in a circle. 1 knit, 1 purl, 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 and we will keep doing this until we finished 8 rows. Okay guys, so now that we've finished 8 rows of 1 knit, 1 purl with a white yarn, to create the wall brick effect, we will start using the black yarn. So to do that, we will knit all the stitches. Okay, so knit all the stitches. So after we knit the first row, we will come back around and knit another row with the black yarn. Okay guys, so now that we've finished 2 rows with the black yarn, it's time to switch the yarn again. Now we will continue to work with a white yarn. So 8 rows of 1 knit, 1 purl, and then 2 rows of only knit stitches with a black yarn. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to just slip off a black stitch. Then we will knit 5 stitches, 3, 4, 5, slip off 1, knit 5, slip off 1, and keep doing this for the entire row. After you finish an entire row, I will show you what to do next. Okay guys, so now that we've finished the first row, we will continue on the next row. So we slip the first stitch, we purl the 5 white stitches with white yarn, slip the black stitch, purl the 5 stitches, slip the black stitch, purl, Okay, so after we finish an entire row, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to do 2 more rows of slipping the black stitch and purling the white stitches. That will give us 3 rows of purled white stitches. Okay guys, so now that we've finished 3 purl rows, now it's time to switch the yarn again. Okay, so we will knit all the stitches with black yarn. And after we finish 1 row, we will do another row of knit stitches for all the stitches. So knit all the stitches with black yarn for 2 rows. And then I will show you what to do next. Okay guys, so now that we've finished 2 rows of knitting with the black yarn, so 2 rows of knit stitches, now it's time to switch the yarn again. So we will knit the first one, the second one. Okay, so now on the wall brick, on the white one, we will knit the first 2 stitches, we will slip the third one, and then we will knit 5, slip 1, knit 5, and we will do this for an entire row. After this row is finished, we will purl the white stitches for 3 rows like we did earlier, and we will just slip the black stitch without knitting it. I'll show you. Okay, so we will do this for 3 rows, and then I will show you what to do next. Okay guys, so now that we finished 3 purl stitch rows, it's time to switch the yarn again. So just like we did earlier, we will knit all the stitches for 2 rows with black yarn. So knit all the stitches for 2 rows with black yarn. Okay guys, so this is how the hat looks like so far. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 rows of wall bricks. And now we have to start decreasing. And in order to do that, we have to mark stitches that we are going to start to decrease. We have 120 stitches, and we are going to decrease in 5 places, so we will mark every 24th stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so this is our second one. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay, that's the third one. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay. And then we count the last ones. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay, so that is correct. We have 5 stitches marked. So every 24th stitch. We have marked the stitches. Now we will tie the yarn to make sure they stay marked. Okay guys, so now we are on the second row of the black stitches, the knit black stitches. So here we are on the marked stitch. We'll join the 2 black stitches together. Continue knitting. Join these 2 black stitches together. Keep doing the same thing for the whole row. So every marked stitch and a stitch next to it should be knitted together. Okay, so here's another marked stitch. So we knit the marked stitch and the stitch next to it together. One more mark stitch. Another marked stitch. Okay, so the first row is finished. We're still keeping up with the pattern. Now that we've finished 2 rows with the black yarn, it's time to switch the yarn to the white one. So we join the marked stitch and then the stitch next to it with white yarn. So we don't knit the middle stitch of the brick because we have to keep up with the pattern. Two, three, four, five. Alright, so here's another marked stitch. We join the 2 stitches together. We keep knitting the rest of the stitches. Alright, so it's 5. So 5. Slip the black stitch. Knit 2. Okay, so here's another marked stitch. So what we're going to do is join these 2 stitches together, slip the black stitch, keep knitting the rest of the stitches so that we can keep up with the pattern. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another marked stitch. We join the 2 stitches together, slip the black stitch, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here's another marked stitch. We'll join the two black stitches together, slip the middle black stitch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay guys, so after the first row is finished, on the second row we will knit the two stitches together, the two first stitches. We will purl the rest of the stitches. We will slip the black stitch. We will purl the white stitches because we have to continue keeping up with the pattern. Slip the black stitch, purl the white stitches, okay, so here is our marked stitch again. We will knit the two stitches, so the marked stitch and the stitch next to it. Then we will continue to purl the white stitches, slip the black stitch, okay, so here's another marked stitch. We'll join these two stitches together with a knit stitch, purl the rest of the white stitches, okay, here's another marked stitch. Join the two stitches together, purl the rest of the stitches, and you do this for the entire row, and then I'll show you what to do in the next row. Okay guys, so now that the first row is finished, on the next row we will keep doing the same thing. So the marked stitch and the stitch next to it will be joined together with a knit stitch, and we continue with the rest. So this is what the pattern requires. So we will do 3 rows, but every time we get to the marked stitches we will decrease by joining the marked stitch and the stitch next to it in a knit stitch. So it'll look like that. Purl stitches, slip the black stitch, Okay, here's another marked stitch. Join them together. After you finish the whole row, I'll show you what to do next. Okay, now that we finished the entire row, we will continue decreasing at the marked stitch. So the marked stitch and the stitch next to it, knit them together, purl the rest of the stitches, slip off the black stitch, keep purling the white stitches, Alright, so here we are again. Join the two stitches together, purl the white stitches, and do the whole row. After that, I'll show you what to do next. Okay guys, so now that we've finished 3 rows of purl stitches for the brick, it's time to switch the yarn. So we were working with white yarn until now, and now we will continue to work with the black yarn. So, like we said earlier, the marked stitch and the stitch next to it, knit those together and keep knitting the rest of the stitches. Remember to decrease at the marked stitch. Okay, so here we are with another marked stitch. Join the 2 stitches together with a knit stitch. Continue knitting the rest of the stitches. And when we finish this row, I'll show you what to do next. So, finish the whole row like this, and after that, knit all the stitches together and keep decreasing at the marked stitch. Marked stitch. Okay, so here we are. The first row is finished. On the second row, we will continue to decrease. So here's a marked stitch. The first and the second stitches, we'll join them together with a knit stitch. Keep knitting the rest of the stitches. Keep knitting the rest of the stitches. Okay, so here's another marked stitch. We will join the marked stitch and the stitch next to it together with a knit stitch. So after we finish the whole row, I'll show you what to do next. Okay guys, so now that we finished 2 rows with a black yarn, it's time to switch the yarn again. Mark stitch. So we make sure to knit these 2 stitches together. Keep knitting until we get to the middle stitch of the brick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the third one we just slip off. Okay, so here's another marked stitch. Join the 2 stitches together. Keep knitting the rest of the stitches. So after we finish the whole row, we will purl 3 rows of white stitches, and make sure that we just slip off the black stitch, and we will have to remember to decrease. So this is how it looks so far. Okay guys, so now that we are left with only 10 stitches after all the decreasing, we will take a needle, sewing needle, and we will put all the stitches through it. We'll put it on the other side. Remove the sewing needle. Tie everything together. Cut the yarn. Loose the ends, and then remove the yarn that was marking the stitches for decrease. And this is how the hat will look like when it's finished. I hope you guys like it. It looks very beautiful and it's very soft. Please share and subscribe, and I will keep posting more videos. Thank you so much. Bye bye.